y'all. Today we're making a 3-ingredient shortcut recipe, Mint Oreo Truffles, also called Oreo cookie balls. Today we're going to make these, but be sure and stay till the end, and I'll show you how to clean up white chocolate that has already hardened. And also be sure and subscribe if you like my Southern shortcut recipes. So let's get started. Chocolate mint truffles are really a 3-ingredient recipe, with you gilding the lily with sprinkles is your 4th recipe. So the first thing we want to do is get 20 of the cream-filled chocolate mint flavored Oreos. I already have these counted out, 10 and 10. One more. And we're going to put them in a food processor and blend them up. You can crush these in a Ziploc bag, but the cream typically tends to stick to the side. So we're just going to process real quick. There may be just a few cookies that did not blend, and we can crush those in a Ziploc. So we have our cookies crushed in the food processor to fine crumbles, and then we're going to add 4 ounces of cream cheese that we microwave to soften it up at for 25 seconds. We're going to put that in there, and that's what's going to hold our truffles together. So here we go. So now we're ready to scoop. I like to use a 1-inch cookie scoop, ice cream scoop. That's too small for ice cream for me. So just scoop. Oh, and I have gloves on, not because I don't like to get my hands dirty, but because it's just so easy cleanup. You just throw them away when you're done. So 1-inch scoop, and we're going to put several here, and then we'll smooth out the surface. So this, we're going to work in batches. Voila. Now, just with your hands, just really quickly, you're going to make them a better shape. A little more round, but the cookie scoop gave us the exact right portion and did it in a hurry. Okay, so now we are ready. I'm going to put in the refrigerator for 30 minutes, freezer 15 minutes. It's not a must, but it really does help when you're dipping these. It helps hold a shape. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, so I have chilled these about 15 to 30 minutes. I'm going to work with half at a time, so the others are staying in the refrigerator. And that helps them firm up so that when we dip them, they stay in a perfect ball. So the first thing I'm going to do is take a candy melting tool. You can also use just a fork. They work just fine, but I do like to use these. I'll link them below if you want to use these too. So I'm just going to take one of these mint truffles, and I have melted my candy melts here in this slow cooker. You can use a stove top. Now look, when I put that on there and I tap, 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 that just all the excess comes off. I like to take my knife underneath, come over here, and I just slide it off. Done. All right, we'll try another one with just the fork. Again, we're going to put the ball on here. These are the candy melts. Put them on top. I just plop it on and tap really good and let the excess go down. Wipe it off and slide it off. Voila. Now, I'm going to keep going, and when these, and also don't forget to put your sprinkles on now while that candy coating is still a little, it'll still make it stick. And then I'll also show you a tip on how to put the little drizzle on top. So I just take a little bitty bag and I cut the tip. You can buy these special bags, but I just use a Ziploc. I just put a tablespoon, let's see, right in here. And let's see, let's dip one more with the candy dipper. And get my knife. And slide it off. Now before we put the sprinkles on, take this, has that little bit hole in there, and we're going to gild the lily and make it look even more decadent. See, we're just going to do that right there. Sprinkle on, and voila. You can use any color sprinkles you want for any holiday. So I'm going to finish these up. And voila, we have beautiful mint Oreo truffles. You can see I used green sanding sugar. I left some white. I used some dark candy melts and used different color sprinkles. Super fun is to put these in the candy papers. If you want to give these as gifts, these are great for any holiday, but the mint ones are especially great for St. Patrick's Day and Christmas. Y'all, look how pretty that is and delicious. So before I take a bite, I want to give you some quick tips that everybody wants to know. What if I have hardened candy melts or chocolate on my counter, on the candy tools, on my spoon, and in the crock pot or the melting? What do you do? So the first thing you do, you want to wipe these off as you are dipping your candy melts. If you're using a fork, you know, wipe them off while they're still warm. That's the first tip. Or if you have a metal spoon, let's say it's hardened and you can't put it in the microwave to loosen it up, put this in a tall glass of hot but not boiling water and it will loosen it and you can wipe it off. And your crock right here or your bowl, if it's too firm, you can put them in the microwave, or while this is still warm, you can take a paper towel, if it's not microwave safe, and wipe that out. So those are my tips. Let's say, well, but it's on my counter. How do I get it off? This is a handy dandy, just a little counter scraper. All you have to do, look how easy that is. Ta-da! And you've got an easy way to clean up your mess. So now it's time to taste test. Let's see, I'm gonna go for this one right here. Y'all, minty, chocolatey, so good. And you saw, so easy. So I'm gonna put this one right here. I'm gonna put, again, in the links below, all the things that I use here. If you want to use them, don't forget to subscribe if you like these videos. And if you want more Southern Shortcut recipes, head on over to gritsandgouda.com. And y'all have a fabulous day. Bye, y'all.